Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on the channel. First of all, I want to say a couple things. I've been away for a few days, mostly because of the championship coming up this Friday, the Streets of New Capenna Championship. You can check that out on Magic slash Twitch slash Magic, which I've tested a bunch for. Like I got really obsessed and dedicated about it, and I worked a ton with a team of 16 people. And yeah, I just drowned myself in the testing process, play testing standard, historic were the two formats. Historic we did early on in the last days, just standard, and I just absolutely loved cracking the format and trying to figure it all out. I'm just really enjoying the standard format. It's a joy to metagame and to brew decks and yeah, to try out. There's some cards, of course, that maybe are a little bit too, how do you say? I'm missing the word right now, but too strong, oppressive. Yeah, one of them in this deck as well that I'm presenting to you now. But yeah, I have a lot of decks, a lot of brews. I already played some on stream yesterday on Twitch, where you can check me out as well. And I will show them all to you, and especially after the tournament, I can show you what I played, more of my preparation, why I played what I played in standard, why I played what I played in historic. And yeah, I also want to say that I really do appreciate you all guys, the love, the likes, the kind comments, the feedback, all that. Um, we are a growing community here on the channel, and it's a blessing to have yeah, such a nice and welcoming community that yeah, I guess, yeah, thank you for subscribing, thank you for following my stuff, thank you for watching. All right, enough of that. This is not a deck I deeply worked on in testing. I worked on a similar deck though, Naya Reanimator, but I kind of discarded that because it was a little bit too vulnerable, especially to stuff like Disdainful Stroke, Negate, or also Graveyard Hate could be awkward. Just decks that, or like the new card, Obscura Interceptor, was very annoying as well, and some Esper lists play 2, 3, 4 of those. That's the 4-mana card that bounces a spell on the stack. So, Naya Reanimator, I put that to the side. I might make a video on it. It's a good deck, it's not bad. But one of the big things about Reanimator, or this deck here in front of me right now, is Velomachus Lorehold. Vigilance and being gold as a card, multicolored, is huge against Esper. Vigilance means Wandering Emperor can't mess with you. Gold means Vanishing Verse can't either. So this Velomachus Lorehold is very difficult to kill, which is great news. Yeah, which is the reason why this deck is good essentially. So what is this deck trying to do? It's basically a mid-range deck. So by the way, so first of all, I got this deck from a standard challenge. They made top 8 in the standard challenge on Magic Online, and this is where I have this deck from. And I instantly saw it, and I got reminded of my Naya Reanimator deck, and I was like, damn, this deck looks good, because it's not as all-in. It plays less discard effects, and instead plays more just good cards, like Wandering Emperor, or Restoration of Eiganjo, which is neatly enough a ramp, a discard, and a free for creature later on, which seems quite good in this deck, I gotta say. And yeah, then we have some powerful reanimation targets in Sanctuary Warden and Velomachus Lorehold. And we do have Invoke Justice to reanimate them, but we can also just hardcast them. They're not that expensive after all, 6 mana, 7 mana. You can just hardcast them, especially with the treasures and the ramp you get from Restoration. You might have them a turn earlier even. So that is sort of the appeal of this mid-range version of the deck. You're not super all-in, you can just play the fair game plan with these sagas, with Wandering Emperor, and then later on you can slam down these powerful late-game threats. Sanctuary Warden is an interesting one. I don't think it's particularly good against Vanishing Verse. I mean, it does look pretty bad against that. At least you draw a card, I suppose, and get a 1/1. If you can, but if they kill it in response, you can't. So, or you can from a different thing. But yeah, so this card is very good against anyone who does not play white to exile, or I guess blue to bounce, because it's like against a red-green opponent, this is a 5/5 with 2 shield counters. Like, how do you get ever through that? And it not only removes itself the shield counters, it can also remove counters from other things. For example, with Invoke Justice, you have a bunch of counters you can just remove with the Angels and then draw more cards, make more citizen tokens or planeswalker counters. Yeah. And Velomachus itself, 5/5 flying, Vigilance Haste, doesn't have that many spells to flash back. Like, it has Invoke Justice, Angelfire Ignition, you can not flashback, to find in the top 7. There's Angelfire Ignition and these cheap spells here, Dragon's Fire and Thrilling Discovery. Not that much, not that high of a hit rate in this deck. Maybe you can improve that by, for example, playing an actual spell instead of Portable Hole. But if you Invoke Justice, pump up the Velomachus, then you can find Emeria's Call. And that is a really, really powerful play. Imagine you go Velomachus, Invoke Justice on Velomachus on turn 5, haste the Velomachus in there for 9 damage, and get 2 Angels on the board on turn 5. Can you imagine? That's pretty ridiculous, right? So I just had to take a sip. And then the sideboard, we have some more portables, early removal, some Doomskars to kill creatures, some Bankbusters against control, some heals against other graveyard decks, maybe the Izzet Goldspan combo deck, and then 4 Skyclave Apparition, likely for the Runes matchup, to copy with Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I could see that being nice there. Yeah, I mean, all in all, this deck made top 8 in the challenge. I think it was so late because the deck submission for the decks for the Streets of the Capenna Championship was already on Sunday, so it's already in the past. I already submitted my deck. So I saw this deck and I was intrigued. If I had more time, I would have certainly worked on this deck more, because it is a really cool looking deck, and I'm really excited to play it. Yeah, I do have a lot of different decks I could show you, especially from the testing process, decks that we did not end up playing. But honestly, I'm just excited to play this one. Like, it just looks so cool. For example, Mardu Midrange, I played on stream last night. Yesterday afternoon, I mean, not in the night. And Mardu Midrange is a very good deck, and the list I have is very good. But yeah, this Velomachus deck, it's just, there's something about it. I hope I didn't miss something. Maybe it's just broken. Maybe it just turns out that I'm crushing it completely. We'll see. I mean, yeah, my worries about this deck is sort of that disruption is good against it. Disdain for Stroke, Negate, Spell Pierce, what have you. But being a more mid-range deck is good against disruption because you have these 2 alternate game plans. So yeah, let's see. The Restoration of Eiganjo is a card that I find is quite good, but it's difficult to find a home for it. So yeah. So it's interesting. I'm going to see how it plays in this deck. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. I just realized that I maybe should have. No, it's fine. But yeah, I should keep a planes in my hand because of Furycalm Snarl, because I want to have the planes as long as possible in my hand. Playing against Junt Ramp. This is a good card. Sort of like a Saga in a way, right? Because early on it's just a ramper, but then later on it becomes more than that. It kind of reminds me of a Saga in a way. But you do need 7 lands. Oh, Binding Your Gods. That's a really nice one here. Okay. So many planes. This is kind of a nice combo with Fable of the Mirror Breaker, I guess, because you can, in the second chapter of Fable, you can cycle through cards. So with the Restoration, you get an extra planes, and you can cycle it with the Fable. Okay. Oh, they blitzed it. 11 now, okay. Oh, that's maybe good. Well, I don't know about this, but I'm just gonna do it. This is what the deck is supposed to do. I mean, obviously I noticed this is the correct play here. I'm just goofing around. Ding, 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 ding. And there we have it. And now this even has indestructible for an entire turn cycle, which is pretty ridiculous. Especially against a jump deck. Like, they can't mess with it at all now. I mean, they might have something like Soul Shatter. Ah, they have the Jund Charm. That is actually quite a good card, huh? The Jund Charm. Rivetiers. Oh, wow, they just missed on their turn Timber Symbiosis. Oh my god. This is ridiculous what I just did. I basically didn't do anything besides restorations. And then, boom, Velomachus. Restoration, discarding the Velomachus. Kinda neat. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm playing against Jund Ramp. Portable Hole and Strangle look pretty bad. Wandering Emperor looks nice, although that thing has Vigilance, right? But this one doesn't, at least. So I assume they have Titan of Industry, which is a pretty big bad boy, which blocks my Velomachus. At least my Velomachus when it doesn't have extra counters. I don't think I like Skyclave that much. I'm looking at Bankbuster and Doomskar. I think Skyclave, you know, it just doesn't trade well with these Binding and Topia Restomper. It doesn't seem that good. So I think I might want to have some Doomskars and maybe some Bankbusters. I don't know. I think this might just be a fine configuration I have here. I mean, the Dragon's Fire. Is that so good? Maybe not. Play like one Bankbuster. I don't know. I mean, they could have more creatures that I could kill with the Dragon's Fire. Farewell would be good against my opponent, perhaps. Interesting. Just this. And Restoration is kind of nice. That's a lot of red dual lands, by the way. It's a lot. How many red sources does this deck have? Is this fine? I mean, I would like to discard the Angelfire, I guess. Nah, that's fine, probably. Oh, that's beautiful. Now just need a big thing, I guess. Has a lot of red lands. 17. That's a lot. That's too many almost. So far, so good. I gotta say, I love a lot of deck building decisions so far that this player has made. Furycalm Snarl is also quite good in this deck. You have the Jetmir's Garden. You can reveal that to make it untapped. You have all these planes, and you find planes with Restoration. So you have a lot of lands that you can show. Opponent did the same thing again. How many lands does this deck play? $25. Okay, that's not that many actually. Another Stomper. Okay, that is pressure. Maybe I want second Doomskar. I mean, this Dragon's Fire, I would rather have Doomskar right now, that's for sure. So I'll just discard this. Okay. What now? What do I discard into this discovery? The Emeria's Call, the Dragon's Fire? Emeria's Call is technically like a clean answer, isn't it? So maybe I shouldn't discard that. I should just discard the Justice. Clean answer to these two. I mean, I'm gonna take a lot of damage here though, like 10. If I just play Invoke Justice, this might not be enough. I mean, if I just play Emeria's Call, that might not be enough, is what I'm trying to say. To survive, you know? So maybe it's just these two. And then I hope to find a big creature, play Fable here. There's my big creature. And yeah. Now we can discard the Velomachus into the Fable and then Invoke Justice it. And hope they don't have a Rivetiers Charm. Yeah. Rivetiers Charm is brutal against me. I go to... yeah, fine. I get another creature here, which is kind of cool. Which I can make into a 4/5 to Invoke Justice, which is extra nice. Okay, as long as they don't destroy my Fable, I'm sort of happy. Alright. They might have a Rivetiers Charm though, like that'd be really bad. I think I'll discard the points. Yeah. I mean, I'm going for it. There's no... I have to. I guess the question is, where do I put the counters? That is an interesting question, I suppose. I could just put one here and then 3 here. So I have 2 good blockers for these. But if they have a Rivetiers Charm, they then can just kill me. Right? Because they kill my dragon and then activate the land and then block. I take 8 more. Yeah, 8 damage. So I die to a charm no matter what I do. That's sad. So in that case, I might want to make the Velomachus bigger. So I can hit the angels. Ah, he has something. Damn it. Okay, GG. The Stomper was nice. Okay, Doomskar, I guess. Maybe I just cut these Dragon's Fires entirely. Stomper is a good card. I mean, I do have the Sanctuary Warden. That card is ridiculous in this matchup, right? That's exactly what I'm talking about. They don't have Exiling. And I guess the best card from their deck is the Rivetiers Charm. That just cleanly kills all my stuff. Merchant Sequence. Every time. Well, at least I can kill the land here of the Wandering Emperor.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. You are not much of a roadblock.
So I can actually return this Restoration and make a 6/6 if I want to. Not anymore. Like I could make a Samurai, put 4 counters on the Samurai, return the Restoration. It's a solid, fair game plan. Okay, that was a pretty good turn for them. Good to have this Bankbuster to load up on cards. Kinda getting grinded out here by binding and duresses. All the fancy lands here. It's a good one. 6/6 flying. It's good against my Velomachus. Yeah, if I may say so, the removal I have in this version, like the version I just copy-pasted essentially here, net decked, the removal does not line up well against this opponent. I would need, I don't know, I would need like Fateful Absence, I suppose. I would like to remove one now. Fateful Absence, March of Otherworldly Light at least, I mean... Portable Hole, Skyclave and Dragon's Fire are not very good here. Maybe the Circle of Confinement? Attacking me. Guess I'll just jump. Okay. What? Oh, we're not playing the full 4 Jetmir's garden? Just 2? Oh, I see. Just 1. Oh, just 1 Jetmir's garden. Oh, hello. Sure, I'll just play that, I guess. That's so nice, right? You just hardcast it in the late game against these mid-range decks. They have an Inferno Grasp? No? Do I want to remove a counter? No, I like the Indestructible for now. Ah, we could have returned the Emperor and then kill the Tree Folk. And Doomskar is a combo with the Angel. You can protect. You have the Angel protected. Okay, so then they actually do not have that many red sources. I thought the deck has 4 Jetmir's Garden. Didn't do my due diligence, and so it has 4 Pathway, 4 Sundown Pass, 4 Furycalm Snarl, that's 12, and then 1 Mountain, 13, and then 1 Jetmir's Garden, 14. That's actually not that many. Then 6 Plains, 20, and then 1 Eiganjo, 21, and 4 Emeria's Call, 25. A little low on lands, but it does have Restoration. Still, you could play more lands in this deck, I feel like. It's like, you do have 7 drops, technically, to cast. You have Emeria's Call as land 22 to 25, which is also a 7 drop. So even if you flood, you have that card. Oh, I mean, I'm keeping, I guess. It's close though. It's not the greatest hand ever. So yeah, it's a little low on lands, I'd just say. Okay, that saved me. I wonder if this deck just wants to play a fair game plan. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't even have to play the Sanctuary Warden. I don't know. But here I can get a bit of... I can discard them, attack, and then get one of them into play. But post-combat. Which isn't as great as... Okay, now I can't discard them. Fine. But I still get the mana from the treasure. Which helps me just ramp into them, so that's fine too. Oh, they just block? I didn't expect that, honestly. Wow. Well, I guess I'll just do this. Well, I should have played my planes then. Really didn't expect them to block. That seems kind of crazy. Like, you give me a free? I mean, maybe I have to. I don't know. It seems weird. I was planning to just play this tapped. Well, it's fine. I mean, this is a great outcome after all. Just, if I would have known they block, then I'd probably play my planes first. I'm gonna cast... I guess I just take the Sanctuary Warden. And then I don't have... Oh, okay. Not... Okay. Anyways, well... Alright, all good. Yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, we're also on the play, but... We're crushing it. We're crushing my opponent just by playing Fable into Emperor into Sanctuary Warden. But I would have certainly taken the Sanctuary Warden there, because then you leave me with no 6-drop to play. That's crazy, right? I can just choose. I mean, this doesn't need 2 shield counters though. God, look at this. Okay, I'm in love already. I wonder if there's a better 6-drop though. Maybe not. I mean, this card is quite good in this deck. Ridiculous. Esper. Esper. With Skyclave in Elite Spellbinder. I think Dragonsfire and Strangle look good. Doomskar, I guess. Doomskar is just a good card. Ignition. It's nice to have this, like, just you can discard it, you know, that's the part here. And you can find it with Velomachus if you need life gain, right? Then you just get a swing for 7 life. I don't know about Skyclave Apparition. I don't like it, I think. No. I think this is fine like this. I'm just gonna have 1 Doomskar. Could maybe cut a Sanctuary Warden for another Doomskar. No, I'll just keep it like this. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, I think so. Like, I can just have free lands. I can Discovery an Angel and the Angelfire Ignition. And then hopefully draw into some good stuff. Tenacious Underdog. I guess Portable is good against that one, huh? Could also discard a Furycalm Snarl. I'm drawing 3 extra cards. I should probably discard this. Yeah, because of Invoke Justice. But I was aware that the likelihood of me drawing a lot of lands is high, so I technically want to have a 6-drop in my hand. But because I have Invoke Justice in my deck, I think it's correct to discard it. But if I don't have Invoke Justice in my deck, I think it's better to keep it in hand here, because the likelihood of me drawing lots of lands is high. Like, I would have just discarded a Snarl instead of the Sanctuary Warden, is what I'm trying to say here. And I already had a Restoration getting me another land. So yeah, that's just a tip for a different deck, a different circumstance. Exactly. Unfortunately, I don't have a play next turn, which is really sad. Wish I had like a Wandering Emperor. They do have a Wandering Emperor, huh? Yeah, I mean, this is rough. I can discard the Velomachus if I want to. Probably will do. Yeah, I'm not even getting the ramp now. And I don't have any play here, which is brutal. If they have that, the card I was talking about at the beginning of the video, the Obscura Interceptor, I'm so dead. Like, they already have enough pressure here. They can just, you know, yeah. I'm pretty rip. Oh, they don't. Okay, now that makes me think even more that they have exactly that card. I don't think they have what's it called? The Emperor, because they would have played it. I do think they have that Interceptor likely. Now I'm at 11. So if they have Interceptor, it's gonna be a free one, and it's gonna be extra power with the Wedding Festivity, so 4 power. And then if they connive a spell, it's gonna be 5 power. And they have 6 power on board, and I'm at 11 life. Well, that's fantastic. So if they have the Interceptor and a removal for my Architect, I die if I invoke Justice here. So should I just pass? It's a tricky spot. I mean, they didn't have the Wandering Emperor last turn. So if they really only have Interceptor, I think it is correct to just pass here. I could also risk my luck and invoke Justice. But then if they have Interceptor and removal, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. There's nothing else to say. If they have Interceptor and removal, do I die anyways, is the question, I guess. Maybe, but like, I think I'll just pass, honestly. If I had the Wandering Emperor last turn, that would have been really nice. Then I could have cast that end of turn and like try to exile the underdog. Oh, now they have the Emperor? Like, what the heck? That's so weird, right? Now you have it, but not last turn. Well, in any case, make that bigger. Guess I have to kill it. That's so weird, right? Like, why didn't you cast it last turn? Now you did. Maybe I just drew it, I guess. Yeah, if I had a Wandering Emperor, I could have sort of lured out a counterspell and then untap and invoke Justice. Might bring in, I don't know. Might bring in Reckoner Bankbuster. Reckoner Bankbuster would kind of be nice in this game. The Reckoner Bankbuster is better the more removal you have. No attacks. If I attack the Wandering Emperor, they just double block me. Yeah, I mean... Passing the turn was quite bad against the Wandering Emperor last turn. Well, let's go. No more playing around things. That's just, there's nothing I can do here. Oh. Maybe they have Inferno Grasp. Whoa. They just have nothing? Wait a minute. I'll just attack both at the Emperor. Can I even get a flying blocker here? They both have vigilance. Wow, wow. 5 cards, no underdog flashback. Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, what? They let me attack. That was not very smart. Now I can hit 2 angels. Yeah. I can also kill the... No, I'm just gonna get angels. What? That is the most heinous play I've seen so far. I mean, I guess I see what they're doing here in a way. No, that just is... what? No. That's so bad. That's ridiculously bad what my opponent did. Just ridiculously bad. There's no excuse for what my opponent just did. Sorry. No excuse. They should have just bounced my Invoke Justice. Point blank. Point blank. They gave me a 5/6 Vigilance creature. They wasted an Infernal Grasp. And now I have an Emeria's Call in my hand. Like, they might lose this game. Seriously. They might lose this game. I mean, they do have a very good draw here, but... No, and I'm not losing this. They're not losing this game in a million years if they just play correctly. Imagine. They just bounce that thing, and they Infernal Grasp my guy, and I just die. I'm just literally dead, right? Yes, I'm literally dead. They bounce my Invoke Justice, Infernal Grasp my Architect, Wandering Emperor, Pump, Raffine, kill me. Just kill me. I have no blockers, I'm dead. They threw away the game. They did throw away the game. Okay, I mean, now they need more counter spells. Yeah, I mean, now you need more Infernal Grasp, more counter spells. Or more interceptors. What do I do first? I'm at 9. They have 2 cards left. I mean, they discarded... What did I discard? Land and Spellbinder. Discarded Spellbinder. Okay, that means they probably have another counter spell. I should be dead already. It's kind of... I can't believe it. But yeah, whatever. Let's do this again. Works again. Maybe make this a 3/3. They have another Infernal Grasp. Ah, okay, sure. Architect is performing nicely. Okay, so... Void Rend. That was kind of decent, I guess. If I were to play Sanctuary Warden, that would have been better against Void Rend. Just wondering what to do. Should I play this Emeria tapped? Probably. I have the Sanctuary Warden anyways. And I can Wandering Emperor kill that. And I can give lifelink if I want to. The Angelfire Ignition, they just slam everything, okay. Even with the 2/2, yeah. They make that big, okay. They want to just draw max cards here, I guess. I might be ahead here by now. I might be ahead. I mean, I'm sort of running out of gas, I guess. I don't only have an Angel and an Emperor left. Maybe it wasn't correct to play this. I wanted to have 8 mana next turn with Plains and Angelfire. And I didn't want to deal myself 3 damage because I'm getting kind of low here with the Raffine. I did not even pumping the Raffine, interestingly enough. Vanishing Verse on my Architect? No. I'll just do this. They can have all the life in the world. Like, this guy doesn't do anything, technically, against me. Because I have a 1/1 chump blocker every turn. I even get 2 1/1s every turn. Like I'm getting a 1/1. I don't want to trade my Architect for this. It's just not worth it. They played this game horribly. I was dead on when I played that Invoke Justice and they had Inferno Grasp. I was dead. I was dead on board. Kill my guy, play Obscura Interceptor, plus, and I was dead. Well, Esper is not the easiest deck to play. There's lots of little small decisions for sure. Lots of decisions. I mean, what to discard is even a difficult decision with the connive, etc. Okay. I could. I definitely want to kill the Raffine. Could also just play the Angel. I'm at 7. I'm at 7. So if they have something like Elspeth plus on the Interceptor, they can make it flying and hit for 8 in the air. That's a way for me to die. So I could Ignition one creature here. Give it lifelink for a turn. I could Ignition this Architect. I don't think they have removal. It wouldn't make sense. I think I'll just Ignition this creature though. It's less life. It's funny. They can't be Vanishing Burst either. It's kind of funny. Let's see. Good that I did this way, I guess. I gain some life here. And I can block the Interceptor. I'm just gonna kill this Raffine off. Go to 14 life. Oh shoot, I forgot about the ward. Oopsie. Alright, we're killing this then. Damn, yeah, right. Oh god, thank god Arena. I played with this card enough to know it has ward. But I just blanked on that for a second. So much things going on. This has been a cool game though. I mean, again, I should be dead already, but hey. I mean, I don't mind, I guess. Although I have this weird thing with me that, I don't know, I just don't like games that are not played perfectly, I guess, in a way. You know, I want to win a game where my opponent plays well, you know. It just feels better, I guess. I should just take the victory, right? But there's this little thing in me, I don't know. I just want to, you know, just like playing against the very best, I guess, and then having very, very good thought out games. And then when you then win, it feels even better, right? Because you outplayed them or you made better decisions. You might also have gotten luckier, but at least your opponent didn't like make a huge mistake. This has been a great game though. Now I'm not so sure if I'm winning anymore. Raffine is annoying. Alright, I'll just cast this to see if it resolves. So I know more about the situation. Okay. One shield count is enough. Now, Skydo has some loyalty. I might just give this an extra counter. So it can... I mean, it won't be able to block Raffine anyways, probably. Because Raffine will get pumped up more. This is a 5-5 already, so don't need to... Yeah. Kaito doesn't matter, really. I wish I had Vigilance, because they do have a high chance of having an Emperor in hand right now. They saw a lot of cards. I might just pump this up and then just attack with that. to be a little bit more prepared against an Emperor. They can just make a free samurai then, though. Maybe this was wrong. Maybe. I'm not firing off these discoveries here. Maybe I should have been more aggressive, yeah. Just attack the 5/5 on Kaito. Don't play around things too much. In any case, I'm not playing the discovery here because imagine I play discovery, discard Eiganjo, discovery, and then I draw 3 lands. That would be bad. Because I already have a play this turn anyways, I don't necessarily need to look for some more stuff. So I rather want to, for example, draw another land here off the top. Imagine the top card is a land. Then I draw that land. Then I use my first discovery to discard the 2 lands. And then if I draw 3 lands, I still have a backup discovery to draw more. But imagine I discard these 2, which I could, which maybe lots of players actually would do in this situation. Because like, oh yeah, I want to use my mana and stuff. Then they would perhaps screw themselves over by drawing like 3 lands and not having a backup discovery to dig out of those lands. Like that's, I'm thinking ahead here and I'm thinking for the worst case scenario. That's what I'm doing here. They're not attacking with the Morphine. They don't want to make it big enough to attack into the Sanctuary Warden. Interesting. They could easily do so. I could also block the Warden, but no. Of course not, I guess. Doesn't make any sense. Because the Warden counter is actually worth more than the 1/1 on the ground. The shield counter. This has been a great game. Alright. They have 3 mana left. I have 8 mana in play. Alright, we'll just start with this. Third one. Works. 2 counters here. And then... maybe a counter here. And a counter here. They have like another Void Rant? No. It's lethal technically. 7, 13, 19 damage. So if they jump here, they take 12. I can't kill them. I can make 2 8/8s. Well, this one can get jumped on the ground anyways. Just make a counter here and then there, I guess, whatever. And yeah, draw another card. Remove a shield counter here, I suppose. Man, this is ridiculous. I kind of like the Warden, I gotta say. Kind of do like the Warden. Cycle Raffine's Tower. Good luck with that. This deck is nice. To be fair, if my opponent would have had some counter spells, like a negate here or there, or a second intercept, I mean, this game again, opponent could have won. So, but yeah. If I would have had more early plays, I could have beaten my opponent. Like a Wandering Emperor or another cheap removal for like the Underdog, a Portable Hole. So a card that I have on my mind right now is Farewell, I guess. That could be an issue. Put another counter on a thing. I guess against Farewell I don't want to play Fable. They had 1 life, it's kind of funny. I mean... if they have Farewell, at least they have to exile this as well. But yeah, if they don't have Farewell, they never win this game, right? And I do have a Velomachus as well, so they have Farewell. I have a Haste Flyer coming at them next turn. Oh. Are they able to kill me? No way, right? I'm at 11. Oh, no. And this has been... Like, Velomachus is a crazy strong card. Maybe one of the strongest things, permanents, creatures in the standard environment. I mean, Velomachus Lorehold led to a deck being banned in Historic, to Time Warp being banned. A deck that was better than Phoenix. So yeah. Do they have Farewell? Congratulations then, I guess.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
They're just dead. That was a really cool game. I like this deck. I mean, to be honest, I'm not quite sure. Like, the more interaction these Esper players play, like the more negates, spell pierce, strokes, duress, obscura interceptor, the tougher the matchup will get. But I think I want to work on this deck more on stream, for example. I think I do like the idea of this deck a lot, and there's potential. And maybe you can make it against, maybe you can insulate it in some way against counter spells. There's stuff like Paladin class that comes to mind. Not the greatest card ever, because it's not very good in my deck with the him and the other effect, but it makes opponent's spells more expensive at least. In my turn. Elite Spellbinder could help. Luminarch Aspirant would just give a different angle of attack, you know. Let me discard 2 cards, I guess this and that. Alright. So far, I've liked this card. It's not terrible. Junt. Junt seems tough too. That Rivetiers Charm card. Oh my god. On the one hand, it exiles the graveyard, so it just straight up counters Invoke Justice. Although you still get the counters, right? The 4/1+1 counters you still get because you target yourself. I guess you have that, but yeah, and then the charm just kills the Velomachus, so that's the brutal part. Okay, so now we're ramping. Again, I'm missing a play here. Maybe the curve, like a 4th Wandering Emperor comes to mind. That would be nice to fill up that turn 5 slot in a way. I mean, we have Invoke Justice, I guess. But no, I couldn't cast Invoke Justice here. Like on turn 4 slot, yeah. Huh, maybe. Now I'm falling behind, which is what I don't like. Like if I have Wandering Emperor here, easy peasy, you know, I just kill one. I don't really fall behind on the board. And a Rivetiers Charm, for example, wouldn't be like lights out for me. Okay. Yeah, that's sort of okay. That makes... I'm kind of happy to see that, I think. I have creatures to attack it with.
Oh, I have a job for you.
Take some damage.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thanks, fine. I'm hoping that they use up the Rivetiers Charm for the Angel. And then we can Velomachus. Kill one of these Obnixilis and win from there. Burn down the house, I guess, is interesting.
Go ahead. Plead for
I'm at 12. I guess I'll just discard that. I guess I go to 10 here. Maybe I should just... This gains me 2 life as well. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one.
You require my power is for annihilation.
Interesting. I could make 2 angels. I could play Restoration Dragon's Fire. Kill the Loaf. Then they have Kiki going, which is a little annoying. That Loaf was very good. Very, very good. Man, Seismic Wave would be great here. Seismic Wave, kill Reflection, kill all the tokens, and then kill off the Loaf in the attacks. Maybe it's just correct to Velomachus, honestly. It's just the most powerful play. There's like so much upside to it. You know, I could find a removal spell. Attack this there, this there, this there, I guess. And now if you find something nice for the battle. I think I want to draw cards. Except the Omnixilus too. Well, that's Trample. Velomachus is attacking the Loaf, so I can just kill off Loaf. I could also invoke Justice. No. Yeah, it's just gotta be the Angelfire Ignition here. That's amazing. That's very good. Wow. Very, very nice. Okay. You know, we could have played a Velomachus and just hit nothing, or like just an Invoke Justice, which wouldn't have been that great. But there were a lot of good hits, like Dragonfire and Angelfire Ignition, so... Not a lot, to be fair, but some, you know? There was upside in doing what I did. Okay, my opponent is making a mistake here. I could just do free damage on the spider. And that way, the spider essentially just chump blocks. Because you can do it... Like, they wanted to... Me could kill the devil, and then the devil can shoot this, but this is not how I can choose to do things. So you gotta be careful there. You do this yourself.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Damn, like this deck just seems so good against other mid-range decks.
Plead for mercy.
To be fair, my opponent's, I don't know, like Omnixilus is not that impressive. Sure, whatever. The Architect is very nice. It's like a mid-range thing. Just sits here, has vigilance, blocks all this nonsense on the ground. Very nice. Okay. Man, this card is strong. I mean, if it's pretty strong, yeah. So I can kill off the Kiki to make a copy. I'll just play Emeria's Call, I guess. They have how many blockers? Attack all on the Omnixilus. They're all indestructible. This attacks there. Then they block. Doesn't really matter, honestly. Fine. I think I'm so far ahead here. I don't even know. Like, both my lines of play are kinda... I mean, this way the Kiki survives another turn, I guess. Maybe that's not the greatest. Maybe I'm supposed to just go these two. Kill Kiki, play another Warden. Yeah. The Warden impresses me. I wonder, like, I'm thinking it would be nice if there would be another creature that could dodge Vanishing Lures. Like, I played Titan of Industry in that slot, but I see the reason of not playing Titan. It's just, it's cost triple green, then you would have to play all the windfall effects. That's not great. Which opponent loses?
Defy me, and
At
you
30.
lose
I do have lifelink here, so I think I can go to 11. Whatever. That's too good. What I was going to say is, yeah, is there another creature than Sanctuary Warden? I definitely will look through the Gatherer. Maybe there's something. A gold creature would be nice. There's the dragon with lifelink, but that one's not so powerful and bad against the Emperor. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, what are you trying to accomplish here? 30 life. Wandering Emperor. Dragonfire dealing 5. So nice.
This isn't over.
Your turn. Yes, I thought so. Okay. Junt. Junt. Don't want to make any changes, honestly. Bankbuster and Doomskar are sort of okay, I guess. But they do have a lot of planeswalkers. Like Lolth, Tybalts, Nixilis, probably multiple copies. I do think Portable is kind of nice against like early aggression. Bankbuster is just a little slow, you know. But again, I think I might lose a game on a draw if I fall behind. And then they have a Rivetiers Charm to blow me out when I try to get back into the game. So to not fall back behind, I would want some Doomskars. But those wouldn't be good against Obnixilis. So it's like this dance. Honestly, I do not see a bad card here. I could cut a Sanctuary Warden, but that card was excellent in the last game. I could trim on the Dragon's Fire, because it's like spot removal isn't the best against this type of jump deck. They do have a lot of 2-for-1s and all that crap, Azika's Chariot. But it still is very flexible, and it can attack Planeswalkers as well. Wandering Emperor is kind of perfect. I would want a fourth. Because that like solves all the issues. It attacks Planeswalkers, it kills creatures, and it's cheap enough. It's just... the card is just ridiculous, honestly. Like, if I'm playing a white deck that's sort of mid-rangey or controlish, I don't know. Like, I'm always playing 4, I think. It's just... this card is too good, almost. Like, yeah, I think it could hit... yeah, it's just too good. Any case, I'm brambling. I'm brambling off here. You're probably all shutting off the screen already. Yeah, let's just do it like this, I guess. Maybe Warden is even better than Velomachus. Because Velomachus just dies to it. I get to remove a counter? I don't think it actually works the way I think it works. Like, I don't think it works the way I want it to work. If they kill my Warden in response... I think that's fine. If they kill my Warden in response, then I can't remove the counters from the Warden anymore, because they don't exist. So I would need to have different type of counters on something else, and then I could still remove that after they kill the Warden. That's awkward. But I do have a Doomskar, I guess. think this deck might be better off with Depopulate. At least to get to draw a card then if you blow up your own Velomachus. And I kind of hate that this deck, if I foretell something, everybody knows that I have a Doomskar. Everybody. Like what card I could play that, but like seriously, there's nothing else. So it's always obvious that I have Doomskar. And then knowing that I foretold it, they're like, oh, okay, I won't deploy a creature, obviously. So I don't like that. And in blue-white, at least you have Behold, you have Sword coming, you have Doomskar. So they can't really know what it is. But in this deck, it's always Doomskar, pretty obviously. So what do I do here? Just play the Fable, I think. I just gotta get onto the board here. I can't like try to Dragon's Fire or some shit, like some stuff like that. Yeah, so I think Depopulate might just be better. It technically costs the mana more, but it also costs the mana less, right? That's the funny part. Like, yes, it's more expensive than when you Doomskar Foretell. Interesting that I guess they just want to kill the goblin. Guess that's what's going on here. Maybe I should have blocked to prevent it too. Because now they're just going to kill the goblin. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. That's pretty good. It's good that I have this Doomskar. Ooh, the Emperor. Nice. I can also return a Sanctuary Warden this turn, technically. But that's really bad against Rivetiers' Charm. So I probably shouldn't. What do I do? Just Doomskar? And then Invoke Justice next turn? I could also wait with Doomskar. But I do get a Kiki next turn. I guess Kiki is also kind of sick with the Sanctuary Warden. That's pretty good, yeah. You draw 2 cards, make 2 1/1s, attack for 5. The copying a Sanctuary Warden with Kiki Jiki. I like this deck. This deck is nice. What do I do here? So I'd certainly discard Velomachus and then probably this. Yeah. Alright. What do we draw? Another Invoke Justice. Perfect. But tap land. Maybe I should have thought about this more, but I don't have much time. Depopulate would have been better this game, wouldn't it have been? I guess they draw a card then. So what do I do? Invoke Justice my Sanctuary Warden, make a 1/1? Or do I just Doomskar? This guy is gonna die anyways. The funny thing about the Doomskar is that it's kind of a combo with the Sanctuary Warden. I won't destroy it because it has a shield counter. Could also do nothing. Just Wandering Emperor this. Velomachus next turn. This was a very interesting turn. Three valid options. Goldspan Dragon. Wow, they have a spicy deck. It's playing Goldspan, Ren and 7, Lolth, Tybalt, Sorin. Just one of each. One Haymaker. Oh well. Sorry, bro, but I'm really glad you did it this time. You didn't keep that card up because that card is single-handedly your best card against my entire deck, and you should not just casually cast it. I mean, maybe they have a second copy, I guess. Man, I'm tempted to kill this now, honestly, guys. Because it allows them to... I should not, I think. Allows them to cast a charm. Oh, they're not even attacking with that. That makes me think they don't have a removal spell, honestly.
But I
They're not attacking with that.
guards to me.
Kill this. This kills my Kiki, so I want to get it off the battlefield. Okay. Portable hole. So now I can make Velomachus a huge creature. Attack the Ren 7, they would have to jump block. Yeah, I mean that's just gotta be good enough. And I can find something powerful. Question is, do I want to make a samurai first? And then that samurai can make into a 3/3, I guess. Exile a tapped creature, this one. They could have a Tybalt, I guess, post-combat.
We must protect
But
our
hey.
people.
So I make this, and then this is 7/7. 7 is the crucial number. If this would have been an untapped land, then we could have killed the tree folk off. They just let the Ren die, that's fair. Wow, this deck is sick. I mean, opponent was on the play, had a reasonable start, right? They went Harvester into Fable, into Ren 7 on turn 4. Can't tell me that my opponent's start wasn't very good. And what did I do? I didn't do anything on turn 2. I cast a Fable on turn 3. And on turn 4, Emperor. On turn 5, Invoke Justice. Invoke Justice is just crazy good. I mean, to be fair, my draws have been really nice, I guess. I'm not thinking about this. It's an easy line. Then we can copy the Sanctuary Warden. I suspect they have exactly one Rivetiers charm here. I guess they're copying the tree folk. I didn't really think this through, did I? Ah, okay. Sure. Who gets a buff? So this is a 6/6. So I can just make these. No, actually. 6/6. Maybe one of these is 7/7, I guess. This is a 4/4. I would like to draw cards. I'll just remove a counter here. I like the shield counters. Mythic, I guess, is a thing. Huh. Mythic. I didn't think about Mythic. 4, 5, 7.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Yeah. Alright. They had 18. If I would have attacked with all angels, I could have killed them with this Dragon's Fire. Maybe something to consider. So I could kill this tree folk and then just put him to free. Or I kill this tree. Yeah, I think I'll just kill the tree folk. This way, I don't know how they get out of this situation, honestly. Especially with my hand here. I probably should have attacked this angel, huh? Fateful Absence kind of makes sense in this deck for exactly these situations. So you have another Dragon's Fire type of effect to just kill the opponent. But to be fair, in this situation, you don't need that. You're just winning anyways. Wow, this deck is strong. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. And this was just the initial list. And yeah, let's take a quick glance at the deck. Initial impression, initial thoughts. The mana base could maybe be improved. Maybe more lands, but I guess I didn't really have issues. I did not, no. Portable should maybe be another spell, so you have more spells for the Velomachus. And the Restoration was good. Usually I hate this card, but in this deck it really makes sense. Fable, amazing as always. Dragonfire was impressive. Wandering Empire won 4. The Ignition was also very good in that one game. Maybe it's unnecessary, but it does do some nice things. Trample, Lifelink are 2 abilities that this deck does not have. And yeah, those are very nice to find, especially for Velomachus all of a sudden. If you're like really behind, you play Velomachus, you find this, you have a 7/7 lifelinker, it's amazing. Yeah, and Sanctuary Warden was also very impressive. Maybe you can trim down on a Warden, maybe go to 3 copies, play another Emperor. The decklist is tight, I gotta say. I guess the one card that I could see getting cut is the Thrilling Discovery. I mean, it was fine, but it takes away a slot in the deck. And you do have a lot of discard already. You have these 8 effects to discard cards. You know, I guess in the end, 8 is not enough, to be fair. So 12 is more comfortable. Yeah, so maybe you need the Discovery. You could also play Big Score. Could definitely do that too. But Discovery is good because it finds you crucial free drops. I think this deck is a lot worse if you don't have one of these free drops on turn 3. And Discovery digs you 3 deeper to those, which is very nice. But Big Score, on the other hand, can also do some nice things. Cast an Emeria's Call on turn 5, or Velomachus on turn 5. So maybe, I don't know, you can maybe cut one and then play a Big Score, maybe play a split of them. Surprise the opponents. Okay, the mana base otherwise looked kind of cool. I liked it. The Snarl was decent. We had like 7, 8, 12 lands to reveal for it, sort of. Yeah, but 5, 9, 13, 14. I mean, yeah, you need 14 red sources, yeah. I mean, this deck could get away with maybe another mountain instead of a plains, for example. 15 red sources, and then you only have 2 lands that don't cast Invoke. I mean, that's fine. That is fine. Like, it might come up that you draw both mountains, but that's going to be very rare. So yeah, I would just do that change, I think, for now. And the sideboard, the Hears didn't really come in, but you might need it against Izzet combo. You surely need it against Leah, for sure. And then Skyclave is a little bit of a non-bo in this deck. I'd rather have spells with Velomachus, and portables too. Like, it's not great with the Velomachus. But it really is for the Naya Runes matchup, I assume. Might just be the best card for that matchup. And you can copy it with Fable. I don't know, against Naya Runes, you could also just convince me that you just kill them with Velomachus before they really get crazy. Or you just play Fateful Absences, etc., to kill their big creatures. I don't know. I mean, this seems legit. And then the Bankbuster, just if you want to have another grindy effect. I mean, it's quite good against opposing counterspells, I guess. A deck that scares me, though, is it combo, the Goldspan deck. Because they are not only just a control deck, they also kill you very quickly with Goldspan Dragon. And they do have counterspells as well post-board, so they could just, you know, maybe game 1 you sneak one out with Velomachus, but post-board they could just really get you with Goldspan Dragon plus a counterspell, and then just, yeah, if they ever get to untap with Goldspan Dragon, then they just beat you. So that might just be the better deck overall, but this deck, man, it seems really consistent, really strong against opposing mid-range from what I've seen, and I'm looking forward to work more on it. This is a promising deck, and this is just an example of why the standard format is so great. I've worked so much, like tirelessly, 14 hours a day for the last 7 days a week. I worked on standard, and here I am after decklist submission for the championship, and still have a new cool deck here that I'm excited about. It's great. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. Like. And see you next time, everybody. Bye bye.